Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash. I'm going to give double honor to our elders and the apostles, the great millstone and Ruwell. Blessings to Society Church to the hopeful elect. It was in this gospel brother from the standard of Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, wherever it may be. This is just a quick lesson through the spirit. I didn't get a chance to title it. I'm actually driving. But I was just looking at Apostle Gabar's video that he did a couple hours ago, about, walking and stuff like that. But I kind of want to get into, and the window was down, so I want to know if my headphones, if brothers can hear me. If not, then I'll just take them off to be on the safe side. Matter of fact, let me turn these off. Basically, it's titled Resist Satan, okay? Resist the devil and he should flee from you. Because, in the faith, man, you have a lot of adversity and you have a lot of aspects that come against your walk, man. Like he was going into the whole thing about exercising. And exercising is one of those things that you got to break the lazy habit, okay? Or you call the couch demon. And just anything you do, man. Because we've been programmed in America to pretty much, we're comfortable all the time. We're comfortable. You got the nice little house, the lofts, you got the nice apartments, you got the big screen TV, the PS5, you got the good food, which is not good for you. But you got all these particular things that's at your leisure when the scriptures clearly tells us that through leisure time, and much study, a man gets much wisdom through leisure, through studying and incorporating things of the spirit. What I'm realizing now is in this time we're walking in his faith. The Lord is making moves, man. He's really pushing brothers to better themselves as far as self-help, okay? Mentally, spiritually, physically, and keeping our bodies and our minds contingent upon Yahweh by doing the necessary things is going to be beneficial to the mindset, okay? Reading more, fasting more, incorporating a more stoic lifestyle, okay? Being in the mindset of being disciplined, because anything you do as far as recreational or anything you do is called a discipline, okay? Anybody that took martial arts outside of the title of it being Kenpo, Karate, Jiu-Jitsu, Krav Maga, KFM, Chikundo, okay, Valley Tudo, any of those particular studies of martial arts is called a discipline or a practice, because it takes mental discipline and it takes fortitude in order to incorporate that into your lifestyle, man. Like fasting, for example, you have a lot of benefits in fasting, okay? But most of us, we don't like to fast because we don't like the perpetual feeling of being hungered or famished, because that word famished or hunger means to be famished. But believe it or not, when you're fasting and your body goes into what it calls autophagy, which kills off the bad cells, okay, and creates new cells, and it heals the body, that's what you're feeling, the hunger pains. And oftentimes when you're hungered or you're famished, it's those parasites in your body that's craving these foods, man. And the more that the more parasites you kill off, the more bacteria you kill off in your gut, the better you will feel, okay? Because you give your body more of a let me turn this thing back on, man. Salaki, let me turn this back on, because it's hot as hell in this car, man. But fuck it, don't worry about it. But the more you incorporate that fasting or any particular discipline in your lifestyle, that's going to be beneficial. It's going to be beneficial to your mind, your spirit, okay, your well-being, your body, even reading and studying, or going out and walking, or anything that you do that's have a positive effect on your mind. Because like I said the other day, the biggest thing in America is mental health crisis. Okay, people suffer from mental health crisis because they're overloaded with stress. If you know that stress is like one of the #1 killers outside of cancer and diabetes, but a lot of that comes from stress, man. Okay, I've heard accounts of people having stress-related hormones at the age of 55 years old. Okay, my uncle, he dropped dead at 58, 59 years old. They found him on the bathroom floor unresponsive. Last person in the world I thought would go, but they found him unresponsive. Said he went into a diabetic coma. Why? Because his immune system was overly stressed out. he didn't have time to heal. And being on Esau's medication and believing in the serpent and not taking care of himself, you know, that's what happens. But oftentimes stress is a big killer. So you have to find something that do away with your stress levels, man, because we already under the curses. You know, we under the curses, we in captivity. And let's be honest, coming into this truth, you catch nothing but pure, unadulterated hell. You see, and that's why the scriptures say, when thou comes to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for what? Temptation. Why? Because for the simple fact, being in a society is very tempting. Because, you know, you got the women, you got the cars, you got the clothes, you got the money, you got the jobs, you got the apartments, you got everything that's readily accessible to cater to your flesh, to the point you're not used to incorporating things of stoicism into your livelihoods, man. This is why us as men of the Lord, we got to incorporate these ideal principles and practices into our lifestyles, man. Yeah, you might not want to fast, but when you fast, you feel a whole lot better. You know, after that 24-hour period, you go into ketosis and autophagy, when your body starts to burn these fat cells and these particular parasites, and then your body, or the cells in your body, draws from the energy within your cells, and that rejuvenates you to the point you're like, shit, I ain't gotta eat anything, man. Like, you good. Why? Because for the simple fact, man, hey, the Lord, man, he's with it. Hold on 1 second, brothers. All right, Salakia, my GPS was doing some other shit. But when you incorporate that into your lifestyle, you feel a lot better, man, because you're realizing that all the benefits here and all the tendencies here and all the it's a good word I'm looking for, man. A good word is the delicacies, I'll say it that way. You'll realize that that's really not even always needed, man. Okay, it's nothing wrong with getting the favorite foods you like to eat or doing certain things that's craving to the flesh, because you have to have a balance, man. Okay, like the body can't be too alkalinized, because then your acidic levels are not high enough to kill off the bad bacteria. Like your stomach's supposed to be acidic because it helps digest the food. But when you have an overly alkalinized body, then your gallbladder starts acting up because it can't process the food properly. That problem I was having when I was having my pains and through my constipation, find out that my body was too alkalinized, man. I didn't have enough acid in my stomach. So I had an overactive gallbladder, which when I eat, I have these weird ass feelings in my body, like feel like somebody's poking me. And then when I did the research, because an overactive gallbladder is so-called rare, it's like a rare phenomenon. But, you know, when I read in some cases, it was like, well, you know, the body can be overly alkalinized, man. Because I try to be on an alkalinized diet. I drink shit, but well, I don't drink pop or soda. I don't drink Kool-Aid. I may drink juice. Okay, I drink beet juice, pomegranate juice, but I drink a shit ton of water, man. Okay, and then, you know, to make up for that, I mean, coming up, I should drink a shit ton of alcohol. Well, I won't say a shit ton, but I drink in moderation. Even cutting back on that shit, man, because it's not really good for you, you know. Now it's okay to do it sometimes, but overly, you got to get out of the habit of doing that. But when your body is too alkalinized, then, you know, you're basically, you have no acid in your body to break things down. You know, so you have a overly stressed digestive system, and that's what I was going through. Now the body is too acidic. What happens is, the body is too acidic. Then that means that diseases thrive in that, man, because parts of your body supposed to be acidic, part of it's supposed to be alkalinized, man. Okay. Now if your body just completely acidic, and you know your liver is not operating correct, your pancreas, your kidneys, then you can't fight off any diseases. That's how cancer start. That's how diabetes start. Okay, that's how immune deficiency start. Okay, because you're out of balance. Like when we go into the whole concept of disease. Disease meaning the body being not at ease. That's all disease means, that the body is out of balance. So just like a vehicle, you drive a car so long, it may ride or it may run, but eventually you got to change the oil in it, man. Okay, you got to do the tune-up, and the body is the same way. And that was a clever invention. The car is modeled completely after the human body, if you really think about it. Okay, you got the exhaust pipe, you got the exhaust system. Okay, you got the engine, you got the oil, which is the blood. Okay, you got the transmission. All these things are modeled after particular organs in the body, because a car is basically modeled after the human body, man. Okay, you have bad oil, then a car is gonna run sluggish. So if your blood is too acidic, then you're gonna feel like shit. Blood pressure is gonna be high. Okay, your glucose levels are going to be up there. You know, your blood sugar is going to be up there. You're going to feel like hell. And the way to get that down is really fasting. Not eating shit, you know, cutting out sugar. Because when you completely cut off sugar out of your diet, and some of it you can't really help because most sugars are hidden within processed foods. And what Apostle Babar went into, he made an excellent point. He said overly processed food, that shit is wicked as all hell, man. Because you go get a burger and fries, right? You may think with a hamburger, which I love burgers, man. Good source of protein, good source of omega-3 fatty acids, right? Which is good for the cells, to repairing cell molecular structure. Now, you get a hamburger and some fries, you're probably ingesting 20, 30 grams of sugar, okay? Which sugar's the #1 killer, man. You know? So, keep that in mind, you know? Not to be overly just about one way. You got to balance your lifestyle out. We're not saying you can't have food or enjoy your best life, but some shit you just got to get in the proper mindset. And what I'm getting to the point is discipline. Yahweh Shai pushed discipline, man. Okay? Discipline. Because even when he fasted 40 days and 40 nights, it says immediately he was led in the wilderness to be tempted by the devil. Fasted 40 days and 40 nights. That's a stoic mindset. And now we're not telling brothers to do that. Fasting 40 days and 40 nights, a hard fast, because, I mean, that's practically impossible on this side. Okay, we'll drop dead. If you don't have water for 4 or 5 days, you'll literally die from dehydration. Okay? Your body will literally start to turn on itself. You'll literally disintegrate. You'll be dehydrated. Okay? Because 70% of your body is made up of water. So it's essential to put the right shit in it. Okay? Like majority of the planet Earth is made up of water. Okay? When the Most High said that he made man of the ground and of the dust, hey, it was talking about us, man, because we have the elements in our bodies that is found in the planet Earth. You see what I'm saying? So we have to incorporate these principles into our lives the best way we can, because we coming into some times now that you're going to have a sound mind. And when you're constantly indulging in luxuries and pleasures, you ain't going to have any discipline. Therefore, you ain't going to be bound by anything. You're going to easily get railroaded out here. Because what happens when they push the MOTB and they say, well, look, you ain't had food in a week. And they say, well, look, man, you know, if you want the CHI, if you want to eat, take the micro C hip. What happens when they do that? You know what I'm saying? But you haven't incorporated certain principles and stoic ideologies into your lifestyle. Basically, you could be given over to that temptation. You see? So we got to be very mindful about what we're doing, you know, what we're saying, how we're incorporating things in our lives, man. Okay, like I like to get into what they call intermittent fastings. Okay, intermittent fastings is, hold up. You could do a 12-hour. That means you got a 12-hour window to eat. Me personally, I will incorporate anything between 16 hours, mainly 12 to 16 hours, because you know the type of body I have, I require a lot of energy because I'm very active. I run a lot. I'm an athlete and I'm always moving, so I require a lot of energy. So, you know, I ain't going to be able to go 6-7 days without food. I require it because I'm not a big dude. So I need a constant fuel supply of energy in my blood so I can continue to do what I got to do. But I try to incorporate 12 to 16 hours of intermittent fasting. And if I eat at night outside of a weekend, because, you know, weekend is just like, weekend is like a cheat shit for me. You know, I eat whatever. But throughout the week, you know, at times, man, I'll try to eat a light meal, maybe some fish or something. You know what I'm saying? Some fruits or drink a lot of water, but sometimes I just don't fucking eat at all, you know, and I do it that way. That way I'm able to have what I want to have the next day, because by the time I eat the next day, it's probably 10 and 11 o'clock, or sometimes if I get too hungry, then, you know, I may have a breakfast or something like that, but nothing too damn demanding on the body, because believe it or not, this food is very taxing on us. This kingdom is very taxing on our bodies, on our minds, man. So we got to resist these temptations to the best we can, man, because like I said, what makes us different than the world is because we live a different lifestyle, okay? And we have to understand that. That's why Yahweh Shai said that I called you out of the world, man, okay? We are followers of Yahweh Shai, so we don't have to go through the straight gate. You know, now some brothers, they may not be into working out, and that's fine, but hey, they incorporate a mindset, or they do other things to help their mindset out, because at the end of the day, the scriptures go into being having a sound mind, okay? And I'm gonna tell you straightforward, majority of these people in America, they do not have a sound mind at all, okay? These people are infatuated with demons, They got spirits on them. Okay, people are bipolar. People are all into all types of bullshit, man, because they don't have a sound mind, because they're infested with the plagues of this world, and we're coming out of the world. Okay, that's why the scriptures say, rise and depart. This is not your rest. And it should destroy you because it is polluted, and it can destroy you with the sword destruction. That's everything around us, man. Because hearing, you ever heard the saying, too much of anything is bad for you? That's why the Lord incorporated balance, man. You have to have a balance, man. And it's not always easy, okay? It's a build-up to it. You know, you don't just come in and true having balance overnight. No, it take a lifetime to inherit that shit. Because, you know, shit happens, man. You got things that happen in life. People do shit. Shit happens. You know, things happen. You get sick. People die. All types of shit happens. So you have to understand that, hey, it just takes time. And the more you incorporating these principles into your life, you know, the better off you'll be. So, hold on. Give me one slot here. Keep left before on 19th Street. So yeah, brothers, man, I'm gonna try to get a couple of your precepts. I was just on this E-way, but I should be at my destination in a couple of minutes. But I'm gonna definitely get some of these precepts and kind of go in a little bit better, man. But yeah, man, just having a sound mind, doing something that's able to help your mind out, man. Even if it's reading or walking or, you know, whatever, just something that's gonna help the mind grow. You know, me, what I found out doing, you know, just moving around and really learning new shit. Fucking jujitsu. I got a lot of things that stimulate my mind, man, because I'm an active brother, so I get bored easy. So I gotta constantly go here and go here and go there, and I'm trying to be more stoic on one route because I want to dip and dab in everything I do. But you know, that's not always possible for people like me, you know, and that's just me. Certain brothers may be a little bit more straightforward, but me, I like to kind of touch here, touch here, touch here. You know, I'm like a guy that want to grab the taste of all flavors because I want the best of all worlds. That's just my spirit. But even then, you know, I got a couple of things that help me chill. Sometimes it's just me sitting at home watching a series and quoting movies. Like, honestly speaking, I enjoy my own company. I would sit in the house and I would watch a movie like Training Day. I mean, even though that's probably not the best example, but it gives me some form of mental fortitude. You know, I watch that and I quote that shit all day. Especially if I got me a nice glass of Shakar or something like that. I'll be sitting there and I have a good old time by myself, man. But sometimes I'm hopping on a PS4, 5, on a headset talking shit to people. But it changes up, you know. It just depends. Sometimes I sleep. It just depends, you know. One more second, brother Salakia. Let me use a little 2-lane string line road. Okay. Yeah, the GPS ain't talking to me. It ain't popping up on my screen, so I gotta constantly shut down the feed. Talking, but I'd rather do that than miss my turn and be all out here. These Edomites drive crazy as fuck. But yeah, man, so yeah, that's right, bro. That's the spirit of Levi, man. Hey, that's the spirit. That is Levi. Levi is kind of like that, you know. And by us being a priest, we're very diverse. We're multi-talented in certain aspects. You know, like when you look at a resume, you know, I mean, I'm a jack of all trades. I did some of everything. You know, certain shit I like and vibe with, certain shit I didn't really give a fuck about. But, you know, that's just our spirit constantly being stimulated because of the responsibility we have. Like in my camp, you know, and I'm not trying to talk about myself overly because it's not important. But I notice in my camp, the chemistry we have, I'm able to adapt to each and every brother. Because, you know, just the chemistry we have through the spirit. Hold up. Turn right. Oh, fuck. Why is this thing not talking to me? Salakia, man. Give me 1 second. Had to fix it. My bad, y'all. But yeah, man, you know, just the chemistry because we're able to adapt to particular situations. So
turn right onto West 117th Street, then turn left.
You know, just you know, incorporate certain things into your lifestyle that just kind of give you some mental clarity, man. Because like I said, mental health here is totally just fucked up, and it's because this lifestyle, man. Like
your destination is on the left.
Like Apostle Kabar went into it. He basically stated that, you know, we're filled with luxuries. Like the average American eat every fucking 2 hours, man. There's no need to be eating 2 hours, especially when you're not hungry. Like they say, you're supposed to eat to live, not live to eat. And a lot of these Americans, this is why they overly and morbidly obese, because literally they at Chick-fil-A, then they at the steakhouse, then they at the fucking lobster house, then they at the Waffle House. And don't get it twisted, man. Hey, I love to eat. I love some good food. I love to pick out when it's time to do so. But some shit you just gotta be like, look, I want it, but I can't do it. You know, especially in these bodies are not designed for that shit. We're literally American-made cars with a German lifestyle. Okay, we literally riding around here like we in BMWs and Maseratis and Bentleys, and we ain't nothing but fucking Chevy Fords that's getting ready to break down on the side of the road. So we have to put the right oil in our shit, man. And that's with anything you do, not just food, okay, but just your mindset in general. And it ain't easy. Okay, it's not easy incorporating these principles into your life because it takes discipline. Sometimes a demon hop on you, or you overly stressed out to the point you like, you know what, fuck it. I just want to sit in the crib and watch TV. Hey, sometimes that may be your getaway, but you can't make that a habit. You know what I'm saying? Just make it your business to try to do something and just to be in the spirit. I'm gonna read a couple of these precepts and I'm gonna shut it down. This is the book of Proverbs 8:33. GMS in his likeness. It says instruction. Matter of fact, I'm gonna start at Job 36:10. It says he opened also their ear to discipline and commanded that they return from iniquity. Right, discipline, and that discipline is studying his word, man. And that's not always the easiest thing. Certain brothers don't have it in their spirit to read every day because so much goes on in a day. But even if I can't get into reading, I'm watching videos pretty much throughout the day, and I'm taking in what I hear. Sometimes my mind won't allow me to go in a book and read it because I move too much, man. It's like my attention span is just like it's constantly moving, and that comes from an overactive nervous system, man. Okay, because of the lifestyle we live. Like I come from Chicago, so we're constantly on edge about shit. Then they got what they call something parasitic, not the parasitic, but the something nervous system. But basically it attaches into your nervous system. It's all over the place. So a lot of times people have ADHD, which, you know, that's come from the foods and the waters and the fucking phones and just the quick lifestyle. And it'd be demons. A lot of times people's nervous system is all over the place and it's hard for them to sit still. So you got to calm that down. You have to give your body a balance, man. You know, so just incorporating certain shit into your life is always the best method. Proverbs 8:33 says, hear instruction and be wise and refuse it not. Right. Hey, the scriptures say that the elders obtain a good report, man. Follow the instructions. You know, the elders and apostles are putting out certain shit. Then it's good to take heed to it. Like Apostle Gabar, I love his videos. He's very inspirational because he's not hiding anything from us. Like you got those jakes, man. They like to hold on to shit because they want to have one up on you. No, man. This man said, look, incorporate this into your lifestyle. He said, if I can do it, you can do it. That's building the body up, man. Not holding on to secrets where I ain't going to tell you where I got that from. Come on, man. That's bullshit. We brothers, we ain't got no secrets among each other. You want to know my regimen, brother? All right, this is what I do. This is how I do it. This is what I do. It may work for you. It may not work for you, but it don't hurt to try it. Okay, not being selfish-minded. You know, I have no problem with sharing. Actually, I like sharing shit that I learn with people all the time. You know, if it works for me, then I'm like, hey, I want to see if it's going to work for you or not. I love that because that's how we grow. That's how we feed off each other. Okay, we got to be like righteous parasites, man. We got to feed and grow off one another. Yeah, man, this start fucking with the stream. I'm trying to do this damn live stream. Esau fucking with the stream, man.
Just watching it, like cut off.
Yeah, nah, here we are in the fucking most fucking expensive place in Kansas City, and this nigga shutting it down. But I be in an expensive place in Kansas City, and this nigga shutting it down. But I'll be in a minute, bro. Okay. Fuck. Hold up. Okay. Fuck. Hold up. Let's see if it work now. I know he's fucking with my stream. But whatever, the hell with him. But anyway, I'm gonna read these last couple of precepts. You know, Esau obviously don't want the information to go out, and it's all good though. But yep, Proverbs 20:23, it says, diverse weights are an abomination unto the Lord, and the false balance is not good. That's right. Gotta have balance in life, man. The discipline, a branch of knowledge, typically one studied higher education, the practice of training people to obey rules, code of behavior, using punishment or correct on obedience, man. Like a martial arts, that's a punishment on the body, but you become immune to it. A good scene is in the movie Kickboxing when he wanted to beat Tong Po to avenge his brother's death. The first thing he had to learn was resistance and be resilient. So he had to kick down bamboo trees and he had to take a beating so he can be prepared to deal with Tong Po in the ring, because if not, he would have got destroyed. Okay, that was a discipline. So Rock 37:29, Be not unsatiable in any dainty, okay? Any dainty thing, nor too greedy upon me. So you gotta balance yourself out. You know, you may want a fucking Whataburger or some shit, but sometimes you're like, nah, I know my digestive system tripping right now. I can't fuck with it right now. I ain't gonna deal with it, you know? By surfeiting and having many perish, surfeiting goes into drunkenness, okay? Partying all the time. But he that take it, he prolongeth his life, right? So just incorporating certain things into your life, man. All right. But anyway, with that, brothers, man, I'm gonna just go ahead and end it. Esau was messing with the stream. But Lord's will, you were edified and got the point. All praises and glory and honor does due to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai by Shem Kakwadash. And with that,